Hey y'all, welcome back to the DG Outdoors channel. Here in a couple weeks when we get our stimulus check, could be as soon as this weekend. Don't know that for sure. That's just what I read. But I will be taking online courses at bowtuneschool.com to become an bow technician. Okay, to work on people's bow and arrows and possibly make a side business out of it. It is a 12 module course, all taught online, video taught, so I can do it at my own pace. Um, as you guys know, I like switching things in and out of my bow. I just want to become more in depth in what I'm doing, learn more, and learn the proper way of doing things. Okay, but I've been doing a lot of research and watching YouTube videos, and YouTube is fine, but sometimes I want a hard copy in front of me with the information that I need. And y'all, I have some archery books here that I want to talk about in this video. You know, you should never quit learning, okay? And archery started for me. We had to do a senior project, and I did mine in archery fundamentals. And I made a video pre-YouTube days back in 2011. I made a video on archery fundamentals about bow and arrows, and my uncle was my mentor and things like that. But for Christmas that year, I got two books. I can't find one of them, but this is Bow and Arrow by Larry Wise. Okay, came out in 1992. It's got a lot of illustrations in it, like this teaches you, how to bow tune, targets, tools you might need, quivers, about recurve with the finger tabs, things like that. It talks about, what does it talk about in here? Using an arrow level, things like that. Things I'm going to need to know to work on my archery equipment. It is a really good book. But it also talks about indoor archery, outdoor archery competitions, talks about fletching clearance, things like that. It's a really good book. It came out in 1992. The equipment may be a little outdated, but the fundamentals of bow tuning and things like that are still so true. And you guys can still find this book on Amazon or eBay. Again, my parents got it for me for Christmas. It talks about, the old teardrops on the bowstring, things like that. Just really, really good information. Kisser buttons, how to sight in your bow, things like that. Just, again, some really good information. Talks about the bowstring, things like that. It might even have some stuff for recurve archers in here. How to flex your arrows. This book is awesome. It'll give you basic instructions on how to do that kind of stuff. So this is a really neat book. The next one I have is the newest book I have. Came out in 2013, called The Complete Bow Hunter or Bow Hunting Journal. Okay. It says how to pick the right gear and use it efficiently. This is by Rick Sapp. Okay. Yep, Rick Sapp. And it tells you pretty much some of the same exact things. Talk about cable guards and bow length and, long bows and recurve bows, things like that. Should you use aluminum or carbon arrows and why? Carbon shaft safety, picking out a broadhead and how to sharpen them. And it goes through like all kinds of stuff on here. The different types of field points and small game points, things like that. Broadhead. Even got a cool picture of Fred Bear right here. Pretty awesome. Yeah, it's got a couple colored pictures of some animals that they've taken with some archery equipment. It talks about FOC, forward to center, fixed blade versus mechanicals versus glue-on, broadheads, all kinds of stuff. Talks about grain weight, okay? Just different things. Talks about You know, got the whisker biscuit in there, arrow rests, just sights, all kinds of stuff you may need to know, quivers, stabilizers. This is probably my favorite out of all the books. Plus it's the most updated. Got this at half price books, but I'm sure you guys can find it online. I have no problem, keeping a couple books. I have all kinds of hunting books and stuff. Most of them are packed up right now because of me getting ready to sell the house. But I dug out a couple of these books. Again, because sometimes I don't want to be on the internet watching all these videos. These I just picked up yesterday at Half Price Books in Bloomington. But I thought they were really, really neat. This is the 4th edition of the Archer's Digest. This actually came out in around 1984, 1985, somewhere around there. But the thing I really, really like about this book, again, the equipment may be a little outdated, but the information in here, as far as how to do things and how to pick broadheads and what to use, are still relevant today. And it's just really cool to look at. I like vintage hunting books like this here. So, the one thing I really, really like about this book, okay, is it goes through, let me find it here, okay, it goes through modern bow hunting, okay, section, and it actually breaks down, let's find one of the titles, the chapters here. Let's say, it'll go through, all kinds of deer hunting. It'll go through, let's see here, where's the next one? It'll go through setups for elk. And again, the equipment in these things may be outdated, but you can still take the information out of these and apply it to you. And there's nothing wrong with gaining more knowledge. Bow hunting bear. They even have a section in here. I'm going to find it because it's in here. Antelope. Where is that? Small game bow hunting. Something I'm really, really interested in right here. Small game bow hunting. It'll go through, the equipment that you use to hunt small game. Squirrels, rabbits, javelina, like all kinds of neat pictures and stuff. Just a really interesting book here. But it'll also talk about, indoor and outdoor archery, target archery, just stuff like this. Really, really like vintage books like these. Last but not least, another one. Hunting and shooting with the modern bow. Okay, here it is right here. This is pretty cool too because it'll go through, again, broadhead arrow points. It'll go through, using a single sight pin. Just all kinds of stuff. Stuff that, using the bow sight, determining arrow offset, just, knock height setting, D-loops, how to tie a D-loop, information that I need, y'all. Straight line knocking point, setting up and tuning, the difference between, the modern recurve bow. This one even goes through different types of bows that they would have had at the time, like the Oneida Eagle Air Force X80. It'll actually go through that type of bow and talk about it just like this. It'll go through certain types of bows, and that's a cool bow, like the PSE Inferno. It'll go through the Hoyt Legacy. It's got history of all kinds of stuff in here. Even how to skin game, dressing your game, tree stands, just all kinds of different stuff that you may need to know. Um, Arm guards, bow cases, arrow quivers, just great, great information that if you are new to hunting and you just want to know the basics, books like this are not bad to use. So yeah, guys, I'll keep you guys informed about when I actually start those classes, courses online, I mean. And I'm super excited to do that. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time. And this was just a quick overview of some of the books that I have that, like I said, the equipment might be a little outdated, but the information is great to know. Things like that. So, y'all, if you guys want to, books are not a bad way to go as far as, looking up information on archery and things like that. Yeah, you guys can learn a lot of stuff from YouTube and things like that, but sometimes I just want to shut the internet off, sit back and read. And not to mention where I'd have to get my laptop out while I'm working on my bow to look up some information, something like this I can just flip open to and go, okay, so this is how I determine that, and go from there. So I hope this video was interesting. Tune in tomorrow tomorrow night. I will be posting a video. I'm gonna be shooting my recurve bow. I just put a GWS AR-19 single pin sight on my bow, so I'll be testing that out, sighting it in, and trying out the new Allen arrow rest, y'all, because I've been putting new stuff on my bow all by myself, and I hadn't done a review because I just got the sight yesterday and put it on my bow. So remember, y'all, like, comment, subscribe. Jesus loves you. I'm sorry this video was so long, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.